Top on the news. Cross River State House of Assembly holds public hearing on College of Health Technology Bill. Experts on role of public towards preservation of forests and endangered species. Plus, Police Service Commission to commence screening of 50,000 recruits constables. Details presently. It's nice to have you on Nta Calabar News. I am Paul Abel. Now the news in details. Members of the Cross River State House of Assembly and relevant stakeholders have deliberated on a bill seeking the establishment of the Cross River State College of Health Sciences, Management and Technology at the mini auditorium of the Assembly complex. House of Assembly correspondent Nta Calabar reports that this was during a public hearing on the bill, which has also passed second reading during plenary.
A public hearing was held at the Cross River State House of Assembly on a bill seeking the establishment of Cross River State College of Health Sciences, Management and Technology, organized by the Joint Committee on Education as well as Health, Nutrition and Food Security. The public hearing brought relevant stakeholders together to discuss the way forward for speedy passage of the bill.
So many provisions in the Polytechnic Act was not domiciled in our own law, and as such we were directed immediately to make sure that the old one is repealed and a new one is enacted.
The bill, which seeks to repeal Law Number 5 of 2001 and enact a new law for the establishment of the College of Health Sciences, Management and Technology, is sponsored by the member representing Bokitu State Constituency and Chairman of the House Committee on Health and Nutrition, Hilary Bisson. The lawmaker noted that the repeal is to meet international best practices by changing the college from a monotechnic to a polytechnic to enable it to access funds from TET Fund.
You know, right now people look for where they can have a degree. And so as a polytechnic, what they can offer, Asian is equivalent to a degree. They can go for youth service. People don't go to institutions where they cannot go for service. So with this, now the number of intake, will increase. The number of programs they'll be able to offer will improve. Primarily, they are one of the institutions that breeds middle-level manpower for us in terms of our health sector. So we have onboarded them now. They will have more intake and they will have more graduates.
Chairman House Committee on Education, Martin Sachado, gave an insight into the bill.
First, to the state, it will increase our infrastructural base. The school will no longer be limited by state funding. We will now begin to be able to access funding from the national body. And when that is in place, it will now increase school enrollment. That is to say, more Cross Riverians will be enrolled into the school, and the institution on its own will become of higher status.
The Cross River State College of Health Sciences, Management and Technology, when passed into law, will increase infrastructure and enrollment of students and manpower. In Calabar, Nta Calabar, NTA News.
In a similar development, the Cross River State House of Assembly has removed the Vice Chairman of Ogoja Local Government Council, Emmanuel Idi Yakubu, following allegations of gross misconduct. The House deliberated on the report of the Committee on Judiciary, Public Service Matters, Public Petitions and Conflict Resolution, presented by the Chairman, Davis Etta, and upheld the impeachment notice earlier signed and forwarded to the House by the Ogoja Legislative Council. The Chairman stated that Yakubu was no longer interested in the office by leaving the party that brought him into office to join another party, as investigations revealed that the Vice Chairman lacked synergy with the Council Chairman, members of the 10th Assembly Ogoja Legislative Council. The Deputy Speaker, Sylvester Gabi, who presided over the sitting, reiterates the Assembly's commitment to the rule of law and directs that Emmanuel Idi Yakubu to hand over all government property under his custody to the most senior civil servant in the council. The National Orientation Agency, NOA, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, have formally inaugurated a joint committee aimed at strengthening investor education and enhancing public awareness about safe and legitimate investment opportunities across the country. The collaboration underscores the shared commitment of both agencies to promoting financial literacy, protect investors, and ensure accurate and timely information reaches citizens nationwide. In a press statement signed by the Director of Communication and Media, NOA, Bala Musa, the meeting by both organizations set the foundation for a coordinated strategy that leverages the expense, resources, and nationwide outreach. The partnership is expected to strengthen public trust and promote informed participation in Nigeria's capital market. After deliberations, both agencies agreed to develop a comprehensive national investor education and anti-fraud strategy, deploy expert knowledge across financial regulation, communication, and grassroots mobilization. We'll go for a commercial timeout now. Don't forget you can equally watch this newscast on various social media platforms of Nta Calabar, including Facebook, YouTube, and X.
Are you looking for a secured environment with good parking space and a natural ambience? Then look no further. Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground has got you covered for marriages, parties, and all kinds of events. Have your event at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground, you stand a chance to get a discounted rate for your event coverage. For bookings, please call Jane 0806 353 3069. Celebrate your events at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground. Nta Calabar, the station for the people.
It's good to have you back on the news, and now to the rest of the stories. Nigerians have been advised to protect the forests and endangered species to preserve the ecosystem for the good of humanity. These are the views of stakeholders while speaking with NTA News on the subject matter. Correspondent reports. People play a huge role in forest preservation and protecting endangered species. They can be involved in reduction of deforestation by reducing wood use, support conservation efforts through spreading awareness about endangered species, make eco-friendly choices such as reduction of carbon footprints, and support reforestation.
If nothing is done, there's no commitment by all of us, in the near future, the pangolin will face extinction. All the species will face extinction. So my advice is that everyone has to be on board to ensure that pangolin doesn't go into extinction.
Our role is to support government to make sure endangered species don't go extinct. So we focus on crossover gorillas and Nigeria, Cameroon chimpanzees, forest elephants and lions. One key message is be careful on the bushmeat that you're eating. Nobody is saying that you should stop eating bushmeat, but like the animals we released today, the pangolins, they're very susceptible, they're very sensitive to bushmeat hunting. And if we continue eating them, chopping them, they will finish. So I beg, find different bushmeat chop.
Without them, we cannot survive. And the more we bridge the gaps, the more we get rid of our forest and narrow the window, we will be seeing a lot of zoonotic diseases. And that's why protection of national parks that are protected serve as a critical habitat for these, not just pangolins, for every other kind of species to stay within this space and thrive properly. The whole era of bushmeat, of indiscriminate hunting, that is not what Nigeria is, or that's not what Nigeria should be when it comes to wildlife. Animals need to be protected. We need to conserve our wildlife and our biodiversity. to sustain them for the future and for our own sustenance also.
This is for all of us to conserve and to enjoy. You know, it'll be amazing what we have if we keep what's left, and then even to reintroduce these animals back into the wild, these trafficked animals, giving them a second chance as well.
It is hoped that when the people continue to collaborate and support conservation organizations, plant trees and choose sustainable products such as reduce meat or dairy, the forest will be preserved and endangered species protected for future generations. In continuation of the ongoing recruitment of constables into the Nigeria Police Force, all candidates who successfully completed the online recruitment registration exercise are being notified that physical and credential screening will hold between 9th March 2026 and 18th April 2026 across the Federation. Applicants are to log into the recruitment portal and check their status, print out the following documents which they must present at the screening venue on the date and time indicated in their invitation slip. They include guarantor's form, application submission slip, invitation slip, credential screening form, and physical screening form. These items, along with original of national identity number printout, O-level certificate, birth certificate, local government area or state of origin certificate, among others. Statement signed by the spokesman, Police Service Commission, Toti Njoku Kalu. The applicants are to appear at the various screening venues wearing white canvas shoes, white t-shirts, white shorts, and white stockings. The screening exercise will take place at designated locations within each state and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as indicated on the invitation printout, as the exercise is free of charge. The general public is being notified of the statewide environmental sanitation exercise for the month of February 2026, which will hold on Saturday, 28 February 2026. Statement signed by the Commissioner for Environment, Moses Osogi. Business owners and residents are urged to participate in the cleaning of their surroundings, drainages, gutters, and evacuate their waste during the period of sanitation. Restriction of human and vehicular movements begins from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning, except for those on essential duties. The statement adds that defaulters will be prosecuted by the Cross River State government. Those are the stories trending on our channel these days. Don't forget to always tune to Nta Calabar News. I'm Paul Abel. Do have a great day.